Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Davis Homes Design Trends. On today's event, we are partnering with America's Floor Source. We are so excited that they are here with us, and we will be talking about flooring trends, bath tile trends, backsplash tile trends, and then we'll have time for questions at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce one of our interior designers here at Davis Homes, Emily Cooner. Can you let everybody know a little bit about what you do here at Davis Homes?
Sure. Hi, my name is Emily Cooner, and I've been interior designer for 25 years, both residential and commercial. Here at Davis Homes, I work with the home buyers to help select everything that they're going to be putting in their homes in our design center. If you have questions, please email info@davishomes.com.
Hi, I'm Constance Vinson. I am an allied ASID interior designer. I've been an interior designer in the residential area for about 9 years, and I've been with America's Floor Source for about 9 months, working with new build and renovation customers, selecting the various surfaces, flooring and tile for their new homes. So today we're going to talk a little bit about flooring, particularly Armstrong flooring, and a few of the products that we carry here at America's Floor Source. And we're specifically going to be talking about their LVP as well as their LVP hybrid flooring. At America's Floor Source, we have a huge assortment of tile, including tile from Emser. And today we're going to look at some of the tile trends that Davis has incorporated into their builds. And these are also tiles that we carry for all of our customers at our store. And of course, carpeting. Carpeting is becoming a little bit of a bigger seller than it used to be. And we're going to talk about some of the advantages of Shaw floors, R2X stain repellent, and their flexible backing on some of their carpets.
The next few slides will cover the flooring design trends.
So these are a couple of photos from the 2020 Centerpiece Home at the Indiana Home Show. And I think we flipped.
We did. And I'm getting, sorry.
That's okay.
I am getting nervous that this isn't recording. I think that it is recording on this computer. Can we start over?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it recording though?
It is.
Okay.
Recording, yeah.
I don't know.
It
says on mine that it's recording.
Okay, good. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Okay. Our IT person can just laugh at me when he's editing this out. At least you're not like all the way in. Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Davis Homes Design Trends. Today we are partnering with America's Floor Source, and we are so excited that they are here with us. We are going to talk about flooring design trends, bath tile design trends, backsplash tile design trends, and then we'll have time for questions at the end. And now I'm going to introduce you all to one of our interior designers at Davis Homes, Emily Cooner.
Hi, I'm Emily Cooner. I have been an interior designer for about 25 years, both residential and commercial. Here at Davis Homes, I work with home buyers in the design center, picking all the selections for their homes. If you have any questions, please email info@davishomes.com.
Hi, I'm Constance Vinson. I'm an allied ASID interior designer. I've been a residential designer for about 9 years. I've been with America's Floor Source for about 9 months, and I work with residential home buyers, home builders, and customers on selecting all of the surfaces, be it tile, carpet, hardwood flooring for their new builds and renovations. So today we're going to be talking about some of the flooring that we work with Davis puts in some of their homes. This selection is from Armstrong. We're going to be talking about a couple of their flooring, their LVP as well as their LVP hybrid. Tile, we carry a lot of varieties of tile at America's Floor Source, and Emser Tile is one of the brands that we carry. And we're going to take a look at some of the design trends and styles in tile. Carpet is becoming one of the bigger selections these days. People are using carpet a little bit more in their homes, and we'll discuss the Shaw floors, R2X stain repellent, as well as their flexible carpet backing.
The next slides are going to be discussing flooring design trends.
So these two photos are from the beautiful 2020 Centerpiece Home at the Indiana Home Show this past winter. And Davis used the Aqualock Advanced Luxury Plank from Armstrong. And it looks like wood. You would really never know it wasn't wood, but it is such a flexible floor, and I mean flexible in its use. You can use it anywhere from the kitchen to bathrooms, laundry rooms, living rooms, and it is completely waterproof. And we're seeing a lot of different variations and colorings being used. You can see the varied tones on each plank. The LVP product has really come a long way in the past couple of years and is a great choice in most homes.
So these, the pictures previous as well as these are both from the Centerpiece Home. This one showcases another colorway of the LVP flooring. The one in the previous page was the majority of the house. It's a very high variety kind of floor. It looks great, but it does have a lot of color variation in it. This one was a little more consistent color-wise. And you can just see how they both, with both wood tones, complement a variety of interiors. You can also integrate a lot of other wood tone colors with it as well. And these two pictures show sort of a medium tone and a light tone wood with it. These both were great colors with the gray as well as warm.
So these are a couple of photos, and this is actually the Armstrong Prism Rigid Core Hybrid. So with the LVP, what makes it waterproof is their vinyl rigid core, and Armstrong actually uses virgin vinyl, which gives it more stability, and they're able to control the content that goes into the vinyl because it won't have any heavy metals or extra bits and parts that may get in if they're using recycled. So what makes this hybrid is it has that rigid core that an LVP has that makes it waterproof, but the wear layer on top is, rather than being vinyl, it is a laminate product. And on top of the laminate product, it has an aluminum oxide coating that makes it very, very scratch resistant and very hard, a little harder and a little more scratch resistant than the LVP, which means it can then be used commercially. Also having that laminate wear layer, and the wear layer is the layer that you see, having that laminate wear layer also allows it to have a little bit more of a three-dimensional look. Although the LVP also has a very three-dimensional look to the wear layer, you can get a little bit deeper on the laminate layer, so that you could even get like a hand scraped look to your floor. But both of these, LVP and the hybrid wear layer, have a wonderful embossed and registered wear layer, meaning you can see the wood grains, you can feel the wood grains. So it's very realistic, both styles.
So as in the previous photo was a very light colored wood look to the vinyl floor. It really mimicked more of a farmhouse plank look. This particular colorway, again, focuses more on the brown tones, the warm tones. These images you're looking at now are actually from our 2019 Centerpiece home. That home had a much more craftsman style, a lot more earth tones with some blue, but a lot of richer, darker tones to it. So you can see how different this type of flooring can look. Again, the farmhouse plank from the previous slides to the rich brown tones in this one.
So again, these are a couple of pictures from the 2020 Centerpiece home, and you'll see carpeting. I'm seeing a lot more carpeting being used these days, and I think part of it is that technology in carpet has come a long way. One of the things that Shaw uses is their R2X stain resistance, and that really does allow you to use a lighter color carpet if you want to. Their R2X stain resistant solution, rather than being topically applied like a lot of stain resistant solutions, their fibers are actually dipped into it. So you get that stain resistant coverage from the top layer of the carpeting all the way to the bottom layer of the carpeting. What it also does is it will not allow a stain to penetrate the fiber and then move back to the top after you've blotted and cleaned a stain. So you might have noticed cleaning stains before, you think you have it clean, and then days later, the stain reappears. The R2X does not allow that stain to reappear. That stain does not penetrate, and it does not then come back up to the top. It also allows you just a little bit more time to get a paper towel and clean up a spill. So have your red wine, have your white carpeting. You can worry a little bit less with the Shaw R2X.
So you'll notice that the carpets at pretty much all the images that we're showing you are very light. That is a large portion due to the durability that Constance mentioned. Also, carpet is typically now in just bedrooms, maybe some bonus rooms. It's not typically in the main great room areas or hallways anymore. We're seeing a lot of people upgrade to a different, a more, either the LVP or an engineered hardwood in those areas. So definitely feel free to use those light carpets, but that's just, they really set off some of the darker cabinetry, and it's just a nice background for really anything that you want to add to it.
So home offices, like Emily was saying, that there are some bonus rooms and flex rooms that we're now seeing being built into homes. And the home office really serves as a room, a dual purpose room at times. And we're seeing carpeting going in them because it visually softens the room. It also dampens some of the ambient noise. And a lot of us have been working from home lately, and I think that's going to be a trend that continues for quite a while. And with your home office, it can also transition to a kid's playroom, and having carpeting in there would be a great option for that as well, to soften any little knees crawling around. And Shaw has got a great product called Softback. So one of the great things about Softback is it's a kind of a felt backing rather than that rigid, like rough, hard backing that a lot of carpet has. And some of the benefits of that is that if you're putting this in a home, in a renovated space, and you've already painted or wallpapered your walls, the soft back will reduce the scratches and scrapes that might occur when installing the new carpeting on your baseboards and your walls. The other thing that's great about soft back is it does reduce some sound. It increases the insulation capacity, and it's also guaranteed not to wrinkle. So if you're using that room for different applications through the years, and you're moving furniture in and out, and kids are running around, the soft back really does prevent those wrinkles that can occur over time with a typical backed carpet.
The next slides will deal with the bathroom tile design trends.
So in these photos, this again is the beautiful 2020 Centerpiece Home. And on the shower walls, we're using a beautiful tile from Emser that's called Ombre, and it gives it a very modern feel. And one of the other trends that we're seeing a lot of is using an accent tile in certain areas of the shower. And in the photo on the left, we see the accent tile being used behind the controls. And it's just something to help your shower stand out and really kind of put that individual stamp on your shower. And they've also used coordinating hex tiles on the shower floor, which is a nice change from the typical 2x2 square tiles, which are also very nice, but changing it up to a hex just kind of makes it very individual and different. On the middle picture, on the bathroom floor itself, they've used a really beautiful large format tile. And that's a nice tile, kind of stepping up from a 12x12, giving it a little bit of a modern feel with that larger format tile. And then behind the vanity, I love this idea. They've used a beautiful 12x24 porcelain tile behind the mirror. So rather than just using paint or using wallpaper behind there, using a beautiful tile to really offset things and give a little bit of contrast to the countertop and the cabinets is a really great look as well.
So we've got another bathroom showcased here, again using the hex tile. You can see it on the wall behind the mirror. This is also something that is on the shower floor, so the same tiles kind of repeated in the space. This is bringing in that geometric shape that's really popular, doing the hex shapes in conjunction with, we've got a 12x24 on the floor of the bathroom, and then we have a larger format, sort of a subway rectangular tile on the wall as well in the shower. So again, really showcasing some different shapes. This picture also is a wonderful blend of the warm grays and the cool grays together. You've got a cool gray countertop with a, you are bringing in the wood with the vanity, but then the tile has both the cool and the warm grays together.
So this is one of the other bathrooms in a 2020 Centerpiece Home. And they've really used a traditional idea with subway tile, but it's kind of stepped up and made it a little bit more modern using a longer format. And then rather than a traditional herringbone pattern, they've laid it in an L herringbone pattern, which is really cool. The other thing that I like a lot about this shower is they've used the large format 12x24 tiles on the shower wall, but they're different. They've flipped them vertically and laying them in a stacked form, which again gives it a very sleek, modern feel in the bathroom.
So this is another great example of a wall tile application using, again, a tile that has the geometric look to it. They've run it on the entire wall behind the pedestal sink and mirror. It's also actually behind the toilet up to where some open shelves were installed. This is, again, a great, easy to clean, easy to maintain. It's just, it looks great, and it, again, brings a nice pattern to a small space. This happens to be in a powder room. So again, don't ignore those small spaces. It's great to kind of accent those and have a little fun.
So these are some beautiful Emser tiles from their Rhapsody line. And the Rhapsody line is looking to replicate that old world aged and caustic cement tiles. And we've all seen the flower encaustic tiles, and we'll see some examples of that in a few slides from the Rhapsody line. But this is their diagonal pattern. And they've got black and white diagonal. They've also got, you can see solid white, solid black, but you can use these to really do any pattern. They're really versatile and a really nice tile to kind of just add a different vibe, soften the modern vibe in your home.
Here's an example of that same encaustic look tile used, again, in the Centerpiece Home, but this is the floral pattern. The floral pattern was used both in the in-law suite kitchen and here in the master bedroom as a tile around the electric fireplace bump out. Again, it kind of showcases the whole overall style of the Centerpiece Home was sort of a boho chic style, and this tile really speaks to that style. There is some shiplap above it. Again, just really an interesting tile with a lot of aged quality to it. The next few slides, we're going to show you examples of some backsplash tile design.
So this is the 2020 Showpiece Home, or Centerpiece Home. And this is a great Emser tile that really is an updated take on the horizontal linear tile that's been very popular for backsplashes. Just gives it a little bit of a different feel with the individual tiles being straight stacked on top of each other and being the same length. And you'll also notice in these photos that it really works well with the white countertop, the gray cabinets, and then the warm tones in the floor are also picked up in some of the warmer tones within that tile.
So this is another backsplash tile. This is called Glitz. Glitz has a bit of a metallic undertone to these tiles. Again, it's hard to really tell in these pictures. It is, again, that hex pattern or that hex shape. So this tile can really add a lot of accent, a lot of pattern and color and design to your space. This happens to be sort of what would be a bar situation. So it could be in a bonus room, which is what's shown here, or a basement. This is a really fun tile. So, some other colorways are also available. Again, just showcasing how the backsplash tile can really be the standout element in a space.
So this is one of the Davis model homes. And in the kitchen backsplash, we see that we do have the horizontal linear tile, but we've brought it back to more of a traditional feel with each of those tiles being the same size, but they're installed in a very nice traditional brick pattern. And they really reflect well and work with some of the cooler grays, but then some of the warmer brown tones. You really can mix the two. You don't have to stick with all cool tones or all warm tones. It's really, I think, a very nice mix to use both and just add some interesting character to the space.
So this is a backsplash tile that we were featuring in our new design center. This one has sort of a lantern shape. It's again highlighting. You can do something like the scallop tile, these lantern shapes. It doesn't just have to be a subway tile, a rectangle tile. You can have a little more fun. This one, again, is acting as a very strong accent to the space with the white cabinets. This is a really dark gray. It's not really black. You'll have to come to our new design center to see it in person because it looks wonderful. But it really does showcase a different shape, and it really becomes the star of the show in our kitchen. We've highlighted this one not just with the white cabinets. We've got a warm brown on the open shelves, and we're accenting with the champagne bronze faucet.
Thank you so much for being with us. If you'd like more information, you can email me. You can also call me at our local number here in Indy. Follow us on social media, Instagram at @AmFloorSource. And we also have a website where you can log on and get some tips and look at some of the trends that we offer. We also have virtual design appointments. So if you've been dreaming about making changes during this quarantine period, you can still remain at home and really pick out some fabulous upgrades to your home using that virtual design appointment. And we also, until June 7th, we have a 15% off plus 18 months interest-free financing if you do want to go ahead and order some new floors or new tile.
We'd also like to thank you as well for watching this today. Feel free to email us at newhome@davishomes.com. There's our phone number. You can also follow us on Instagram. Please visit our website. Our website has wonderful virtual tours of almost every floor plan that we have. We do have the full pictures and virtual tour of the Centerpiece homes, both 2019 and 2020. We've showcased a lot of those images in what we saw today. Please visit that, and you can get connected with a salesperson if you're interested in building. The next Design Trends event will be a discussion with Progress Lighting. That's on Tuesday, May 19th at 11:30.
Thank you everyone for attending today, and we will hopefully see you all at the next Design Trends event.